it's a little how you solve this fear. Some, when we talk here in the group, say that you shall involve others. If I feel that I don't like you.
There is no need for you to involve others.
Because I think it's difficult when I feel, oh, I don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that.
You can, but it's very unloving.
I felt it was difficult to play to you, to say it. How is the best way to solve it? Some people think that it's good to talk to each other and say this, and I feel it's rude to do that. So I want to take it with myself. And
yes, if somebody come up to me and said, "Do you like me?" and if I didn't like them, I would say, "No, I don't." If somebody asked. But there is no need to share it with them, because what's your only point of sharing it with them is to hurt them. And that wouldn't be a loving act. So all that would do is make things more difficult, not less. The key with all of our feelings, Carola, is this. Take personal responsibility. Don't put the responsibility on anybody else to feel the emotion. So what I would do is, if I didn't like you, I'd sit down, and rather than going up to Carola and say, "I don't like you," rather than doing that, I would sit down and go, "Right, I don't like Carola." Right? That's not loving. I should like everybody. If I was in harmony with love, I would love everybody. Right? So if I don't like Carola, then there's something inside of me, not Carola. There's something inside of me that Carola triggers, that causes me to be unloving. So what I would do is I'd sit down there and I'd feel about Carola. I'd go, "Oh yes, well Carola's often influenced by spirits. I can feel that, right? And I can feel about that." And I go, "Wow, yeah, I think that's what it is. She's so influenced by spirits sometimes that it scares me. And I'm really frightened of Carola." You understand? And I could feel that, and I go, "Okay, what am I frightened of? Why am I frightened of Carola?" Well, when she gets influenced by these spirits, I'm scared about what she's going to do, the unpredictability of it all. I want my life nice and controlled and orderly, and when you're around it, my life isn't controlled or orderly. It feels out of control. And I can go, "Okay, this is my addiction to control." And I can feel about how much I want control in my life, and I can work my way through these feelings by feeling them myself without even speaking to you. And once I have completely worked through them, there is a very high likelihood, well, you will, for certain, feel then love for the person rather than you don't like them. And then secondly, they will feel a change with you. They will feel, "Oh, something's happened here. You know, Carola would feel, AJ's not treating me the same anymore. I wonder why that is." Now, if you'd like me to be afraid of you, that might upset you. If I'm no longer afraid of you, right, and you like that, then that might upset you. But that's your emotion and you need to go through that. But I would still love you, you see. So I feel the way to handle any emotion is to firstly go through this process that is personal in nature and individual and does not need to involve anyone else. That's what I feel humility is. Not having to involve you in my turmoil. If I am in turmoil, I feel my own turmoil rather than making you feel it. Yeah? Does that make sense? Yeah. So can you see the problem that most of us have is that we don't want to feel it, we want the other person to feel it. So do you know what we do then? We go up to the other person and we say, "I'm angry with you." I don't know what, but I'm angry with you. What does that do? That causes the other person to be more open to our anger, which is what we wanted, because we want the other person to feel it rather than us having to own it and feel it ourselves. You see? And I feel this is a main problem with many people who attempt to do growth emotionally. They are trying to force other people to feel their emotions rather than taking full ownership of their own emotions and feeling it themselves. It is a major problem and a major misunderstanding of divine truth.